everyone, my name's Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny, and my video today is a fabric haul. I've got 7 fabrics to share with you today from 2 fabric shops, so I really hope that you like the fabrics that I have picked. If anyone is wondering, I'm wearing today, the t-shirt is just a ready-to-wear t-shirt, and my shirt is the I Am Lucienne shirt in a double gauze fabric from Felicity Fabrics in this sort of floral leaf and bunny print. I love wearing this shirt, it's just so nice and comfortable. Okay, so on to the fabrics. So as I mentioned, there's 2 fabric shops which I'm going to share what I purchased. One of which is Stitchy Bee. Now this is Cheryl's fabric shop. You may know her from YouTube as well. She does have a YouTube channel called Stitchy Bee as well, and she has her own fabric shop. I love her fabrics, they are always beautiful fabrics, and she always has quite a small selection, but she really does take care in picking what fabrics she has in her shop, and I love it because all of her fabrics are free delivery as well. So you could literally order anything from like half a metre up to, you know, however many metres you want, and it's all free delivery, which I think is absolutely fabulous. So there are 2 fabrics that I purchased from Cheryl, and I think this was because I saw that she was doing like a 20% off some of her stock, and I thought, oh, I'll just have a quick look and just see if there's anything that's been, you know, kind of catching my eye. And there was one fabric in particular that I did notice that she had in, and I was umming and ahhing about it for a while, but because she was offering 20% off, then it was like, right, the decision is made for me. I need to go and buy some. And it was this beautiful jersey. I love this jersey. It is so pretty. I got, was it 1.5 meters of this, because I'm thinking it will make a really nice sort of maybe like long sleeve t-shirt or something. But look at that, isn't it beautiful? All those colours in there and this floral design, absolutely gorgeous. And as I say, I've got 1.5 meters of it. It is a poppy jersey. I always find with like the poppy or is it designed by you by Poppy, I always think they're really nice quality, and this one is so nice. It is so soft, it is absolutely lovely. I'm so happy that I managed to pick some of this up. I know it's quite summery looking, but I think it would be lovely to wear even for like the autumn and winter. I do quite like to wear, even like in winter, I do like to wear sort of quite summery designs of things, just to kind of brighten up your days and everything. And yeah, that one, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy that I got that. So yeah, that will be a long sleeve top of some description. No firm plans with that one yet, but yeah, whatever I make, I know I'll absolutely love. And then the other fabric that I picked up was a viscose, and this is really, really nice viscose. So when I saw it on the website, I think it's just being called like a chambray viscose because it looks like a chambray, but when I actually received it, it was so nice. It is this one here. So I'm not sure where you'll see there. I'm not sure if the colour is coming up true, probably a little bit further back. It is this sort of bluey grey. It's a really nice shade, and it is viscose, but it does look like chambray a little bit. But what's really nice about this is actually how silky soft it is. Now I got 2.5 meters of this because I'm thinking of making a dress from it. Again, not 100% sure which dress I'm going to make, but I just thought it being sort of like a plain colour, I think it would just be really nice to make maybe a dress for work or something. But I'm not sure if you can see there like how sort of shimmery and shiny it is. It has got this lovely sheen to it, and it does feel incredibly silky, really silky. Now with that, it does feel a bit slippery as well, so I think it might be maybe a little bit more tricky to work with than my other viscose. See, it's falling out of my hand. It's very, very soft, very, very slippery. But I do think it is really pretty. I love the colour of it. And I just think it would be a really nice dress. Maybe with some like bold buttons or something. Maybe something like the Maya Sotis dress might be quite nice in this. Because that'll be quite nice for work. And yeah, maybe some nice sort of buttons at the front. But yeah, as I say, it is very, very silky and very slippery. So yeah, I will just have to be a little bit careful when I'm sewing with it, just to make sure that yeah, I'm making sure I'm accurate. But it's a really, really nice fabric, even if it is a bit slippery. And then the next fabric shop where I picked up some goodies was Beyond the Pink Door. Now, if you'd seen my channel before, you'll probably know that Beyond the Pink Door is one of my favourite fabric shops to shop with. Andrea, who runs Beyond the Pink Door, has a wonderful taste in fabrics. I love every single fabric that she brings to her shop. I love it. She is based in Ireland. So the postage is a little bit more expensive than if I was to purchase something from a UK based fabric shop. But to be honest, she has a brilliant system where if you see something on her website that you really like, and say it's only like maybe like 1 or 2 bits, and you think, well, I ideally, because of the postage being a bit more expensive, I'd like to maybe have 4 or 5 bits in total, you can always use this on hold system that she has. So if you want to purchase, say 1 or 2 fabrics, and you think, okay, I want to wait until I've maybe seen some more, you can use the code please hold at checkout. You pay for your fabrics, but she won't ship them. She keeps them to one side for you. And because you've already paid for them, obviously she'll get them cut and ready for you and pop them to one side. And then maybe in a few weeks later, because she brings out new fabrics every week, if you see something you like, you can then purchase that and ask it to be added on to your hold order. And so she ships it out all in one go. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a limit to how many fabrics you can get all in one. I tend to, if I do use that hold system, I'll probably hold 1 or 2 until I buy maybe another couple. I don't tend to, you know, leave it too long, just because otherwise postage for her would probably be even more expensive. So if you're ever unsure though, I'm sure she won't mind if you want to pop her an email or something. But I really like that system because it just means that I can get a little bit more value for money because the postage is a little bit higher. Anyway, so the fabrics that I saw first, because I did use this on hold thing for this, was 2 fabrics. And the first one is this one. It's so pretty. It's this lovely sort of blue and purple and pink and white floral. It's so, so vivid. I love the colours in it. And this design, I just think is beautiful. And what makes this even better is on one side of the fabric, it has actually got some embroidery on it. You see that there? It's so pretty. So, so nice. And I had recently picked up a new Big 4 pattern, which I don't have to hand with me at the moment. Hang on one second. Yes, it was this pattern here, the New Look 6434. And I'd bought this pattern because I really liked this version with these little bell sleeves. You can probably see on the model there, she does actually have some like little sort of scalloped sort of edges to it, because this is sort of like a lace sort of fabric that she has. And I just thought that this edging on those sleeves would be so pretty. Just kind of like having little sleeves with that little finish on would just be so pretty. And hopefully, if I can, obviously with my pattern placement, do it along the bottom of the top as well. So I got 1.5 meters of that, because I believe that for that particular version, it does say that you do need, well actually on here it does actually say that you need more, like 2.5 meters. I mean, I don't know about that in particular, but to be honest, I mainly want it for the sleeves, which I'm sure will be absolutely fine to get that out of. It doesn't have to be at the bottom here, but I got 1.5 meters. So hoping that will be enough to make a really pretty top out of that. But I love those colours. It's so pretty, and that little lace detail is just beautiful. So yes, that is my plan. So I do have a firm plan for at least one of the fabrics, which is good. And then the other fabric that I bought is 2.5 meters of viscose. And I just really liked this design. I saw it on the website and I just instantly went, oh, that looks really, really pretty. And it's quite sort of plain in a sort of sense anyway. It is this one. So it's a navy background with these sort of like splodges on, almost sort of like a, I mean, it's not really sort of animal print. It's kind of more like sort of pebbly, I guess, or something. I'm not sure, but I just thought it was really, really pretty. And again, I'm just thinking that it will make a really nice dress, a bit like the viscose that I picked up from Stitchy Bee. I don't have a firm plan, but I did get 2.5 meters, thinking it would make something maybe like a nice myosotis dress. Or actually, I did make a butterick dress. Again, I haven't been very prepared by bringing the patterns with me. I'll insert a picture of the dress that I'm talking about. I did make that dress in a So Hayley Jane sort of pebbly looking fabric as well, but it was like a paler blue. And I actually think it might be quite nice in maybe a darker colour as well. And the fabric is, I mean, it's not similar, but it's kind of got, you know, that sort of design on it, you know, like sort of pebbly sort of looking. So I thought that might be quite nice for it. I mean, there's so many dresses you can make from 2.5 meters, but I did think, yes, that would be a really nice dress to make from that fabric. So those two fabrics I purchased, and I used the please hold status so that then I could see if there's anything else that I wanted. So a week later, once I'd put those fabrics on hold, Andrea then did a fabric drop, and they were beautiful fabrics. There was one in particular where I was just like, oh, I really, really want that. But I was kind of like, I'm not sure whether I should get it. Maybe I should wait a little bit longer. There's probably some other fabrics that I want to sort of get at some point. And do I really need it? You know, you know, we all have those things. And I thought, no, I'll leave it. It'll be okay. You know, I'll see if it sells out. If it sells out, then, you know, what will be will be. And then Ruanne, who is the Yorkshire Sew Girl, sometimes we have like little sort of chats and things on Instagram, and she's very, 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 very good at knowing what fabrics I like. And she sent me a picture of this fabric, and she said, Michelle, have you seen Andrea's new drop? This fabric, I can just see it's very you. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's the fabric that I've been umming and ahhing about. So I messaged her back kind of saying like, oh, I've seen it. I know I really, really want it, but I'm really trying to be good. So I said to her, I said, my thought process was that I will have a look at that fabric. I'll keep an eye on it. If it sells out within a week, then do you know what? It wasn't meant to be. I'll have to let it go. But if it's still available in about a week's time, that is my view of the fabric gods saying, Michelle, yes, you should buy this fabric. At least that's how I justified it to myself. And anyway, a week later, the fabric was still available, and I was like, I'm really going to have to buy this now because it's so pretty. And then she also did another fabric drop, and there was a couple of other bits that I really liked, one in particular. So I decided to buy it. Anyway, long story short, this is the fabric. It is a viscose, and it is, oh, it's just beautiful. As I say, Andrea's fabric choices are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's so fun. I know that it's probably a bit summery, and we're going into autumn, and I think that's probably maybe why I was a bit hesitant to start off with, but it's just this like red, orange and blue viscose in these big sort of floral and like leaf prints. It's so pretty. It's absolutely lovely. and yeah, I bought 1.5 meters of it because I thought it would make a lovely little blouse. I always drape fabric. Do you do that? I always drape fabric over myself like this and kind of see like, oh, what do I fancy making from it? Is it dress or is it top? And for me, this was blouse, I think, for me. So yeah, a nice blouse from it. Maybe something just quite straightforward, nothing too fancy. Maybe with some sort of like slightly sort of 3/4 sleeves or something. So no firm plans, but I just had to get it, basically. It's so nice, and some of the details in it, if I bring this a bit closer, you can see it's got like these little fan details and like these little sort of wispy bits. It's just really nice. I really am happy that I did pick it up. It's such a beautiful fabric. And then the other fabric that I saw from her drop was a viscose jersey. And I just saw it, and I mean, actually, I think it's sold out only a few days, I think, after she put it up. But it is so pretty. It's this one. So this is a navy background with one of my favourite colours, mint. These lovely flowers. I think I got 2 meters of this because I do have an idea of what I want to do with this. So my idea is I want to make a jersey sort of t-shirt dress, but I want to add a ruffle on the bottom. So I really liked, just going back to the butterick pattern, which I can't remember the number off the top of my head, that's got a ruffle on the bottom. And I think that's why I love wearing that dress so much, is because where that ruffle is, I just feel like really nice wearing it. And so I wanted a jersey dress, just like a plain sort of t-shirt dress, with that similar sort of detail of having like the ruffle on the bottom. So I basically want to try and make that dress, but in viscose jersey. I probably won't use that pattern because it won't be suitable for it, but just kind of maybe doing a bit of a mashup of a few patterns. I'm thinking what might be quite nice going into sort of autumn is maybe doing the Tilly and the Buttons Freya top, because that's got like the little mock sort of turtleneck up there, and maybe making that into a dress and then adding a ruffle on the bottom of that, maybe, because I have seen quite similar style dresses, I think in like M&S, and I have seen them in the shops, and I've always been a bit tempted to buy some, but the problem is I just kind of look at it and I think I could make that. So I thought, you know what, I should probably give it a go and make it. So that's why I saw this fabric and I just thought, yeah, that would be a really nice idea, making a nice t-shirt dress with a ruffle on the bottom. So yeah, can't wait to make that. I'm really hoping that I can get around to making that one sooner rather than later. That probably is quite a top priority plan for me if I can get round to it. And then similar to the viscose jersey, it isn't a viscose jersey, it's a bamboo jersey. Now this wasn't a new drop on Andrea's website. I think she'd had these bamboo jerseys in for a while and was kind of like a regular sort of stock item. But I just kind of saw it and I just thought, do you know what, it'd be really nice to make a plain t-shirt dress, not necessarily like the other one with like a ruffle on the bottom, but just like a plain t-shirt dress that I could wear at work. And one of the t-shirt dresses that I really like wearing is the Sew Over It Molly top. It's not Molly top, it's a Molly dress, but I tend to make it as a top. And it is just a plain sort of slightly oversized t-shirt dress, and I just find it so comfortable to wear. I find it can be worn with or without a belt, like no problem. It's not too oversized to be sort of, you know, massive looking, but it's quite sort of slim fitting, and if you want it a little bit more slim fitting, you can just add a little belt on and it works really nicely. I'll insert a picture of the sort of style that I'm thinking of for the Molly dress, because this one that I've inserted, I did lengthen slightly just to be slightly longer. And actually that fabric was from a Beyond the Pink Door order as well. I think that was probably a year ago. I think actually it was over a year ago. I remember making that for my birthday in June last year. Yeah. Anyway, I want to basically copy that, but I want to make a plain version in a bamboo jersey, because bamboo is so nice and soft, and the like the fabric is really breathable and really nice. So I think it will be perfect to wear when I'm working. So it is this one. Now, yes, it's not the most colourful. It's probably, a lot of people would be like, well, Michelle, I wouldn't have thought you would have gone for like a sort of khaki green sort of colour. Now, usually I probably wouldn't, but I do like this sort of khaki green colour with brown. And in sort of autumn winter, I do wear like brown boots quite a lot. If I wear dresses, I wear a brown belt quite a lot. And I just thought this colour would actually be really nice. I do have a skirt in this colour, and I do actually wear it quite a lot. So I thought, you know what, it might be quite nice as a t-shirt dress. So I don't know kind of with my skin tone if it's 100%, but I just really like the colour. So I'm thinking, yeah, the Sew Over It Molly dress with a nice brown belt, maybe some black tights and some brown boots, I just think would look really nice for like sort of autumn winter. And because the Molly top has sort of slightly longer sleeves, that's why I thought it would be really nice for autumn winter and to wear in the office as well. Because when you're in an office, I always find in the summer the aircon's blowing, and I'm normally a bit cold, and in the winter then usually that's when they start putting all the radiators on and everything, so actually it's quite a nice temperature. So yeah, that's why I kind of think it would be nice to wear as like a little office dress, because I would really like to try and make more dresses for work. You might have seen from some of my other vlogs recently that I've got quite a few like plans to make work dresses, is because that's where I do feel that I do have a gap in my wardrobe. I tend to reach more for trousers and blouses at work, when actually I would like to just, you know, chuck on a dress, because quite often that's easier to wear than, you know, trying to match up, you know, your top and trousers. So yeah, I decided to go for that one. It was a bit more of a spare of the moment type thing, where I was just kind of thinking, oh, I wonder if there's any other fabrics that I should buy. And then I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up as well. So yeah, let me know what you think of those fabrics. If you did like the video, then please do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, it would be lovely if you could. Okay, well, take care everybody, and I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye.